What's up? Was there when I came in? I think we're away, yeah.
No, just shading to the offensive side. It's a forward dad.
Yeah, sure.
What time's golf today?
2:30.
Who they got?
Georgia
Oh, good game.
in Knoxville, yeah.
Okay. In Knoxville. That'll be a big day there.
Yeah.
I'll be going. Been there to spirit, though.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're somewhere around 15 right now. That's probably where we're we'd have to play really good. Syracuse, Tennessee State, I think it was. Yeah, I don't think Syracuse is all that good. I mean, I don't know what they've done since then, but that was week 1.
These guys last year was crazy how good last year. So yeah, we won 5 games, 4 or 5 0. So that's statistically impossible. So we'll see. There's a lot to do with the team.
Yeah, the last couple of years, early on, it was probably a good. Blue Jackets come out of there with the puck off the opening face-off. Lost in the neutral zone. Gain possession in our end. Sent around behind the net. Owen chips it up to Ben. Able to clear the zone. Blue Jackets back to get it. The icing is called. We get a defensive zone face-off coming up. Ben wins it back to Owen. He's going to send it around to Peyton. Gets over his stick. That's probably going to go all the way for icing again. Collins Harp out with the Irons of Muhlenkamp. Out to Owen again. He gets it up towards Peyton, but that's going to get by him. They're going to wait. Well, I thought they were going to wave it off. I'm not sure what they're doing here. Looks like we're going to get an offensive zone face-off coming out of the field. Oh, we got a power play. Sorry, I didn't see that. Owen gets it over to Koenig. He sends it deep around to Peyton. Let that go to Colton. He sends it down low. Blue Jackets there. It's going to skip over Kirby's stick and all the way down. Irons back to retrieve it. Gets it up quick to Kirby. Trying to get that chipped in the zone. Turned back by the Blue Jackets though. Peyton with it now on our own end. Over to Irons. Back to Peyton. Skates it in. Owen up to Kirby. Gets it over to Peyton. It's in the zone momentarily. Here come the Blue Jackets though. Cleared to the side by Peyton. He gets it up to Colton. He skates it down. Turns back. Goes back to the corner. Towards the middle. Got a shot off, but it was high and wide. Puck comes out. Ross back to get it. Up to Ben. He's going to chip it in and go off. Hank in with pressure. He's the first one down there. Blue Jackets with it now behind the net, though. And they're going to get a clear. Chase back to recover. Drops it back to Reed coming up the ice now. Castor through the neutral zone. Lost the handle. Blue Jackets now. Got a shot off there, controlled by JT. 4 seconds left in that power play defensive zone face-off coming up.
I did.
Austin sends that around to Noah. Peels back behind the net. Drops it back there for Cade. He's going to send it around Cameron. Gets it up out of the zone. Blue Jackets going to get to it though. That wound up played back towards their own net. Goalie had to cover it there. So offensive zone face-off coming up. Blue Jackets come off the face-off with it. Stuck in their own end though. That was a dangerous hit. Blue Jackets could not connect on that outlet pass, and it's going to go for icing. So we'll get another offensive zone face-off coming up. Brody was able to keep that in, got a shot off, but it came wide. This side, Carson now below the goal. Got it back up to Brody. His shot towards the net, wide again. Puck comes out to Irons. He's going to send that in. Schuma's got to get out of the zone. We're good to go now. And that puck was up out of play off of Carson's stick. So we get another offensive zone face-off coming up. Castor, Koenig, and Walker out with Irons and Brault. Comes out towards Irons. He gets it in the neutral zone. Turns and got it back into the zone off of Kirby's stick, but it is cleared. Blue Jackets have it now coming our way. Got a shot off, but JT's able to gobble that up. Gross comes out of there with it. Tried to get it up to Reed, could not connect. Sent to the neutral zone. Hanks got it. Chips it in. And Reed's going to be applying the pressure off his skate. Centered for Kirby. Good save by the goalie down there. Puck is still loose behind the net. Reed over to Kirby. He's going to try to get it back to Eric, but it comes out of the zone. Hank sends that deep. He's going to go off for a change. Blue Jackets able to break it out. That shot off wide. puck is up and out of play in our end, so we get a D-zone face-off coming up. I get the Collins and Harp out with Gaka and Ellenberg. Blue Jackets win that face-off. Able to get a shot off there, turned aside by JT. Cade with it behind the net, sends it around to Peyton. He tried to get it up to Colton. Could not connect. The Blue Jackets in their own end with it here. Lost the handle. Austin chips it up to Peyton. Lost the handle though. Blue Jackets send it in. JT able to hold it up for Cade. He gets it up to Colton. Blue Jackets wound up with the puck again. Now we got it. Here comes Ben through the neutral zone. Tried to drop it for a trailer there, but nobody was trailing. Blue Jackets now with it in their own end. Here comes Noah. He's able to grab the puck off the Blue Jacket stick, driving the net, got a shot off, turned aside by the goalie. Smith with it now. Up towards Schuma, could not connect. That's gonna get, thought that hit the goalie, but we're gonna get an icing. D-zone face-off coming up. Ross off the face-off there, around to Schuma. He could not get there in time. Comes back to Gross. Blue Jackets were able to keep that in. Comes back to Smith. He sends it around to Carson. He's able to get it out of the zone. Sent deep. Blue Jackets are able to recover. Ross back to Carlson over here. He chips it out towards Schuma. Blue Jackets send it back our way, but it's back and forth in the neutral zone right now. Sent deep by the Blue Jackets. Smith back to get it. Up to Carson. Couldn't get a stick on it, and that's going to go for icing. Reed wins that to Owen. Up to Hank, back to Reed, coming through the zone. He sends it deep, he's going to chase. Hank drops it back to Owen. He's going to get a shot off. Glove saved by the goalie. Wins that back to Hank. He drops it to Brody. Sends it back down to Hank. He tried to get it across to Owen, but couldn't handle that pass. And Blue Jackets are able to break it out. Hank with it now, coming through the neutral zone. Reed towards the net, turned aside by the goalie. And icing is the call. Got a power play coming up here, I think. Ward to the box for the Blue Jackets. Familiar face. Ben sends that across towards Peyton. Blue Jackets were first there, able to clear the zone, get it out to the neutral zone. And Blue Jackets send it deep. It's all the way around. Owen to the near wall to recover it. Has to chip it up and out. Sent back in by the Blue Jackets. Peyton back to recover it. He needs help though. Ben sends it across to Kirby. Back across towards Harp with it now. Drops it to Ben. To Peyton. To Kirby. That's in the back of the net. Got Mannion, Ross, and Ratcliffe out with Gaka and Ellenberg. Mannion back to recover. Over to Ratcliffe, up to Ross. Up towards Mannion. Got by him though. Entered the Blue Jacket zone briefly. Cross there to Mannion. He's able to chip it in. Blue Jackets come back out with it though. Ross with it now in the neutral zone across to Noah. Knocked off his stick. Noah with it again. Couldn't get the pass off. Cameron tried to be the man of the puck, couldn't get there. Blue Jackets enter the zone. Moses with pressure. Eric gets that up to Shuma. across to Ross. That was sent in. He's going off. Moses is going to pursue. He's the first one there. Played up to Shuma, sends it in. Carson with pressure, turns the puck over there. Tried to center that pass. It was blocked and came back to him. Still with it there behind the net. Turns around. Oh, that's in. Lucia there. Not sure if that was assisted or not. Good work by him. Moses will take the face off here. Same group stays out. We got Irons and Broad on the back end. Comes out of there to Broad. He sends it over to Owen. He's going to chip that up towards Carson. Puck is loose, comes to Moses. He sends it back to Broad. He chips it over to Kirby on now. He pressures. Blue Jackets reverse. And Kirby still with pressure. He's got Reed there with him now. Broughton got that up to Kirby, now to Hank. Coming in with Reed. Reed tried to center that. It was off the stick though, bounced it up in the air. Comes out of the zone at Gross's feet. He sends it back in, but the Blue Jackets recover and get control in their own end. Hank with pressure there causes a turnover. He skates in with it. Chips it across. Kirby off the post. Somehow winds up on Gross's stick and he puts it in the back of the net. I'm not sure if that must have come straight to him right off the post. So Gross from Koenig. Comes out to Smith off the face-off. He sends it across to Gross. Up to Peyton. He feeds it to Ben. Got his shot off, but it was wide. Comes across to Smith. He sent it back towards the net. It was blocked to the far wall off a Blue Jackets player. Harp with pressure now in the far corner. Comes to Peyton. He's going to send it down to the corner. Ben there. Drop for Gross. Into the goalie's glove. Offensive zone face-off coming up. Collins and Harp will stay out with Gaka and Ellenberg coming on now. Blue Jackets come off the face-off with it. They're going to get that in. Cade back to recover it. How's that not out? That was offside. Face off one back to Muhlenkamp. He sends it over to Irons. Up off of Ross's stick and into the Blue Jackets zone. Mannion with pressure. Cross to Noah behind the net. Comes it back out to Owen in the neutral zone. He leaves it for Ross. He sends it back in the zone. Noah's going to be the first one there. Couldn't get a handle on the puck though. Next shot's going to be gloved down by JT, so these on face off here. Schuma came out of there with it, chips it, tries to get around a man. Blue Jackets controlled it momentarily there, but we've got it in their end. That pass came across to Carson, couldn't handle it. Schuma with it, back to Carson, towards the net, glove save. Good offensive zone face off here. Got Moses out with him. He'll take the face off. Gross and Gaka, the defenseman. So the Blue Jackets come out of there with it off the face off. That's sent around towards Gross. We are able to keep that in far wall there. He sends it down low. Moses is the first one there. That centering pass hit a skate on the way. Carson drops it. Tried to get it from Moses. It was intercepted by the Blue Jackets. Chip that up and out to Austin. We are offsides. That's probably going to do it for the period there. Just 4 seconds left. So. Oh, there was not much left, so yeah, no worries. Plus, I've had plenty of coffee today, so.
Oh, no, that's his ear right there. There was something wrong with the piano. So they cut the guys first hired to get the piano, but then but they did voting, and there was a like I said, we had an umbrella. So after the cut, whatever, then it was another
It's a bit of a contrast. I'm not usually very vocal person, so yeah, my cover's on for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm happy to do it. I know it makes a big difference for people that can't make it. You'll have to excuse me anytime I let any offensive language out there. Sometimes it comes up.
That's color.
Yeah, that's the color.
Oh my god. Well, he was like, let's do whatever he is.
Reed, Kirby, and Hank out with Irons and Muhlenkamp. And Blue Jackets are going to control that off the face-off in their own end. Tried to send that in, hit off Owen's skate, and he was able to kick that over to Chase. Blue Jackets, though, have it again in the neutral zone. They're going to send it deep. JT holds that behind the net to Owen. Tried to get that to Kirby. It got by him, and that's going to go for icing. Goalie's going to play it, though. They're obviously waved that off. Muhlenkamp was able to glove that and drop it and get a shot off, but turned aside by the goalie. comes out of the zone. Kirby's got it. Sent in to Hank. His shot was off the goalie's blocker. Comes to Owen. He sends it down to Kirby. Tried to feed it back to Owen, but it hit all kinds of skates on the way. And that's up and out. And Owen back to retrieve it. Up to Kirby. Comes back in the zone. I thought that got out, but anyway, here comes Hank, Reed with it. His shot knocked down by the goalie, cleared out. Owen with it now in our end. He gets that up to Colton, across to Peyton. Lost the handle, takes a hit, and Blue Jackets able to clear that. Colton back to retrieve it. Up to Ben, lost the handle momentarily. Through the zone, in the offensive zone, got a backhander, tried to feed it across to Peyton, couldn't get there. Harp sends that down to the corner towards Ben. He cuts to the middle, knocked off the puck, comes to Austin. Peyton with it now, fed across to Harp, couldn't connect though. Here come the Blue Jackets. JT is able to turn that one aside. Harp into the zone. His shot is gloved down by the goalie. Offensive zone, face-off coming up. Mannion, Ratcliffe, and Ross be our forward group with Gaka and Ellenberg. Puck comes back to Ellenberg off the face-off. Trying to get it down to Noah on the half wall there. Got by him. Comes all the way around to Austin. His shot towards the net. Off a couple of sticks. Sent wide. And Blue Jackets get it out of the zone. Comes back to Cade. In our end, he feeds that across to Austin. Up to Ross. He's able to steer that into the zone. Noah hooks it down low. Ryan with it. Got across to Brody. Got by him. Ross has got to hustle back. Not sure where that shot went off of somebody. I couldn't tell if one of our guys blocked it or JT blocked it. And Noah on the triple. So we'll go to the penalty kill here. Castor, Schuma, Brought, and Gross are out. Blue Jackets will control off that face-off. Good pressure there by Reed. He's able to force the puck out of the zone. Cleared out of there by Gross. Blue Jackets back to recover. We're going to get some changes here. Forwards. New forwards are Brown and Lucia. Moses is able to clear that. Gross off. Gaka on to replace him. Brought still out there. Blue Jackets now with it in our end. That shot hits JT, dropped down in front of him. Follow-up shot went up into the netting. So get a D-zone face-off here. Ellenberg on to replace Brock. Now we get more changes here. Reed and Hank come out. Moses and Carson off. 32 seconds left on this penalty kill. Puck comes out of the zone. Blue Jackets back to recover. Shot gets to JT. He's able to control that. 9 seconds left on this penalty kill. Kirby's able to clear that. The penalty has expired, so we're even strength. Reed with pressure now. Puck's bouncing around back there. Kirby will be the first one there. Tried to drop that back to Chase, couldn't do so. That eventually finds Chase. Owen with it now. Shot towards the net, hit a stick and dropped. That was poked away by Kirby. He's going to feed that up to Owen again. Shot towards the net, off the stick wide. Owen kicks that in deep. Hank pokes that on around towards Ben on the ice now. Came out of the corner with it, lost the handle. Comes back to Chase. Sent towards the net, loose, pulled to the corner by the Blue Jackets. They're going to send it around. Owen's able to keep that in. Peyton had it there momentarily. Comes out to Owen. Skates it in. Around to Peyton. Got tangled up in his feet though. Couldn't control it. Going to get a penalty shot out of that. I'm not sure what they're calling there. I know I'm biased, but I thought he defended that well. I think they got Owen for something. That's one back to Smith. Peyton's going to enter the zone with it here. Drop for Ben. Tried to center that to Colton, could not get it there. Loose in their end. Colton's going to be the first one there. Blue Jackets come out of there with it. Peyton enters the zone, drops it for Gross, back to Peyton, over to Colton, couldn't get the shot off there, it's tangled up. That shot was turned aside by JT. Gross in the far corner. Ben with it now. Tried to feed that across to Peyton. Couldn't get it there. It was intercepted. Blue Jackets, they got a shot off. I don't know if JT blocked that or if our skater did. Ross is able to poke that up and out of the zone. Blue Jackets with it in their own end. Cameron's going to pressure. Brought with it now, chipped up and out of the zone. Ross sends that out for icing, and we might get the Zan break here. Stay tuned. Harp over to Peyton. Peyton comes through the zone. He enters. Lost the handle. Ben winds up with it back to Brault. Towards the net, off a stick. And steered aside somehow. Peyton with it again. Cuts to the middle. Lost the handle. And Blue Jackets bring it out of the zone. We got guys tied up here behind the play. Stop it before Gross over to Muhlenkamp. He lost the handle. Back to Gross. At the corner to Hank. Reed's able to chip that up and out of the zone, and play goes offsides. Plays that across to Hank. He's able to enter the zone, got a shot off, knocked down by the goalie there. Hank sends it up the far wall, gets the chase, drops it down to Hank again. Lost the handle. Blue Jackets able to get out of the zone there. And Hank back to recover. Gets it up to Kirby. Tried to get that across to Reed, but was knocked down by the Blue Jackets. Send in deep, and JT plays that over to Austin in the corner. Couldn't handle that. Comes out to Hank. He's able to chip that in. Couldn't get around his man though. Blue Jackets able to clear the zone there briefly. Noah sends it back in, but the Blue Jackets are able to gain control. Come back our way. That shot was blocked. Cade plays that around to Noah. He tries to connect with Cameron on the far wall. Blue Jackets gain possession now. And Austin's able to send that back in. Blue Jackets enter the zone. Centering pass couldn't connect with anybody. Came back across to the blue line. They got a shot off. Was knocked down by JT. Eventually cleared. And nets off. Defensive zone face-off coming up here. Blue Jackets come out of there with it on the face-off. Carson's able to poke that out of the zone. Blue Jackets back to get it though. They're offsides. Here comes Moses through the neutral zone. He's going to drop it for Carson. Shot towards the net wide. Comes to Gross. His shot hit a stick on the way. Drops. Is loose. Moses had a handle on it there briefly. Came back to Smith. His shot was turned aside by the goalie. Gross plays that up the near wall towards Carson. He's able to shovel that on further down the board deep. He's going off for a change. Collins and Harp on now for the forward group. Irons and Smith still out there. Puck comes to Irons. He's going to send that for icing. Camp out now. And we got a delayed penalty coming up here on the Blue Jackets. Comes out to the neutral zone. Owen's able to knock it down. Got it up to Kirby. We can't keep a hand on it though, and they're going to send it in. Owen's back to Chase, comes to JT. He plays it up here to Peyton on the near wall. Drops it back down to Owen down low. He's going to come out with it. Peyton enters the zone with it. Owen shot towards the net. I think Ben got a stick on it there, but the goalie's able to cover that up. Blue Jackets won that face-off again. Send it deep. Owen back to get it. Got some pressure. He comes out behind the net with it. Gets it up towards Kirby. He pokes it on to Ben. We're in the zone with it. He centers across to Colton. His shot went wide. Kirby with it now. Across to Hart. Up to Peyton. Puck comes out of the zone. Colton with it now. Across to Kirby. Couldn't get that shot off. Not doing ourselves any favors here.
Let's go, Jackets!
19 seconds left in the power play. Ross sends that around to Hank. To Carson. He's going to send that in and Chase. Power play is over. Carson comes out of there with it. Tied up again though, knocked to the ice. Feeds it back to Gross. His shot off a skate to the far wall. And puck comes out of the zone now. Shot was deflected wide. That'll do it for the second period. Blue Jackets enter our zone with it. Got a shot off there, wide. I think it went off JT and the post. Follow-up shot was controlled by JT. Puck is eventually cleared there, but we're going to get icing out of that. So we get another defensive zone face-off coming up. Shot gloved by JT. Change happening. We got Castor, Koenig, and Walker out with irons and Muhlenkamp. Another shot there, hit JT in the mask, I think. You gotta readjust and get back in it. Hank got that to Reed, got it to Kirby, lost the handle on it briefly. It's in the zone, no icing there. Reed chases it down, pushed on around there by the Blue Jackets though. Kirby with it now though, wrap around, turned aside by the goalie. Puck comes out towards Owen. He sends it back down to Kirby on the half wall. Knocked off the puck there. It comes out to Owen in the neutral zone. Up to Chase. He's going to send that in. Comes out to Gross here in the neutral zone. He sends that back in. Peyton is now going to pursue. That's launched up into the netting. So we get offensive zone face-off coming up here. Collins, Harp, Smith, and Gross are out. Icing is the call. Out of it to Smith finally. His shot is wide to the near side, comes around to Gross on the far wall. Lost the handle. The Blue Jackets are able to enter our zone with it there. Stick by Peyton there to turn that attacker aside. Gross gets it up to Ben. He's going to skate it in the zone. Played towards the net, turned aside by the goalie. Puck came to Gross. He was able to get a shot off, but that went high and wide. Puck comes to him again. He sends that in deep, and that's going to be icing. So we'll get a defensive zone face-off coming up here. Puck comes to Schumoff to face off. He's able to push that on forward into their zone. They've got control though. Comes back to Schumann, the neutral zone. He sends it in on around. Carson will be the first one there. Back towards Irons. Couldn't get a handle on that though. And that's offsides. Now they're onside. They send it in deep, and Irons back to retrieve it. Took a weird bounce in the corner there, and comes to the Blue Jackets. They've got it now in our end. Brody sends that back to Owen. He sends it on around towards Moses. He's going to send that down for icing. Change is happening here. Ellenberg and Gaka come out with Mannion, Ross, and Ratcliffe. Blue Jackets wind up with the puck there off the face-off and got a shot on JT, but he's able to control that. Another face-off coming up. Mannion now enters the zone with it. Shot towards the net, turned aside by the goalie. Let's see what happened. We got tangled up and goalie wound up on the ice. I don't think there's going to be any penalties though. So bring it out to the neutral zone. Mannion to take the face off.
What kind of fishing rod do you have?
Puck comes to Ellenberg. He gets it up to Ross. Played on into the Blue Jacket zone. They've got control of it though. Mannion got a stick on that, but Blue Jackets are able to break it out. Here comes Austin though, able to gain possession of the puck. Knocked off it. Blue Jackets enter the zone. Couldn't get the shot off. Icing is waved off. Cameron with pressure. Reed down there with him. Hank with the puck now, sends it across the grass. Shot towards the net. Knocked down in front. Ross over to Castor. Sent in the zone. Hank with it now, tried to feed it across to Kirby there. He could not reach it. That's going to go for icing. So defensive zone face-off coming up. Collins and Harp out with irons in the Muehlin camp. Iron sends that around towards Peyton. He's able to get a stick on it and sends it across the bend. He enters the zone. Across to Colton. Back to Ben. Chipped towards the front of the net, but turned aside by the defender. Feeds it back up to Chase. Sent towards the net, hit a stick on the way. We're able to keep that in. Peyton with it now. Drops it for Colton. Fed back to Ben. Back to Peyton. Net. Thought the net was knocked off, but the play continues. Comes back across to Colton. Drops it for Irons. Skates to the middle. Over to Chase. Shot towards the net. Deflected to the back behind the net. Chase was tied up with his man over there. Back in position now. Battle on the far boards. And that's going to be cleared all the way down for icing.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Carson battles here on the near boards. Moses and Schumaut with him. Ellenberg over to Gaka. Up to Brown. Knocked off the puck though. And sent back in RN by the Blue Jackets. Cade with it though. Over to Gaka. Up towards Schuma. Got tied up there. That's going to go all the way. No icing. Lucia with pressure. Schuma with him. He feeds it up to Ellenberg. His shot towards the net. Off a man. Loose. Eventually covered. if they're going to send them both or no, just a roughing on the Blue Jackets, I guess. So we'll go to the power play here. A little excessive after the whistle there. I think Shima drew that penalty. Face-off comes back to Owen. Able to make a couple guys miss. Backhander fed across, loose. Ben with it now. Regroup, shot towards the net off a leg. Comes to Peyton, his shot, hit a man on the way, and that puck is cleared all the way down to JT. He's going to leave it there for Owen. Ben enters the zone, loses the handle. Colton follows up, comes to Koenig. Shot, knocked down in front, loose. Kirby leaves it for Owen. Reverses, drops it for Peyton. To Colton, back to Peyton, up to Irons. Tried to get Colton on the side of the net there, but couldn't connect. Puck is bouncing all over the place. Ben comes out of there with it. Irons to Koenig. His shot was turned aside. Puck is cleared, and we're going to hustle back to get it there. Blue Jackets. Colton enters the zone with it, sends it deep, and Blue Jackets are going to gain possession. Austin finds it in the neutral zone, plays it across to Reed. He's going to send it down. Moses knocks a man off the puck. Hank gains possession. Austin here, shot towards the net, off a stick, and sent wide. Moses plays it over to Hank. Back to Moses. He centers, shot turned aside by the goalie. Found Reed there in the slot, and that goes for icing. So we get an offensive zone face-off coming up. Puck comes out to Brought in the neutral zone. Sent across to Ratcliffe. He's going to lost the handle there at the blue line. That shot got on JT. He was able to steer that aside. Blue Jackets with it now in our end though, and it's bouncing around. Here comes Noah through the neutral zone. Comes to Mannion. He's going to get a shot off there, gloved by the goalie. Brown, Lucian, Shuma with Ellenberg and Gaka. Comes to Shuma, he feeds it across to Gaka, down low, just got past Carson to Shuma again. He is able to get it to Carson. Blue Jackets have it now, headed our way. What? All right, Blue Jackets are going to a 5-on-3 here. Castor, Gaka, and Irons to defend the 5-on-3 here. Blue Jackets come out of there with it. There by Reed. Shot got by JT. Minute 18 left in the 5-on-4 here. Eric will send that in on net there. Blue Jackets back to recover and regroup. Kirby, Ben, brought and Gross out. That shot off the post. Comes to Ben. He's able to chip it out. Couldn't get around the man though. 35 seconds left in the penalty kill. JT shoulders that one aside. Blue Jackets still have possession in our end. Puck is loose. Shot was blocked. And that's going to go. No icing is the call. Penalty is over. Even strength. Puck's going to come out of the zone. Jackets with it now. Feeds it up to Peyton. Gets around a man. He's got Chase with him. Chase with the puck now. Shot. Goalie's going to control that. And look at my clock right here. We got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Sent in deep by the Blue Jackets. Cade back to get it. Sends it around to Colton. He's able to chip it up and out of the zone. Blue Jackets back to recover. Kirby with pressure. Sent in to our end off a Cade stick. Austin with it now. Sent across to Cade. Gets it up to Colton. Sends it across to Reed. Lost the handle. And sent in deep by Austin. Harp with pressure. Sent on around. Peyton the first one there. He sends it back near side to Colton. Left it there for Peyton. Knocked off the puck. And creates a turnover there. Gets around a man. Got the shot off there, but turned aside by the goalie. Puck comes to Gross. He sent his shot wide. Comes back to him in the neutral zone. He's going to send that in deep. Puck comes to Ben. Tried to feed it over to Eric, but couldn't make that connection. A minute left. Ben is able to skate it in the zone. Tried to leave it there for Noah. Couldn't make that connection. Here come the Blue Jackets. Sent into the protective netting. In our end by the Blue Jackets. Got by JT there. Comes to Owen. He peels back in the corner. Sends it around. Far side. Couldn't connect. Blue Jackets with it now. Lost the handle. Owen's got it. Sent around to the far side. Reed with it. Chips it out of the zone. Blue Jackets send it back in. They are offsides! Offsides! It's offsides! Just a minute. I'm sorry, 1.8 seconds left.